Hi guys, Tanya Pittman here from PhotoLinks, and I have gathered the crew. We're going to be talking a little bit about our MVP series that we just had. It was very successful and exciting, and these guys were stellar enough to take some time out of their day to come and share their thoughts on it as well. So I thought we'd start by going around the room and introducing ourselves, and then we can get into the fun of it. We'll start with Rich.
Hi, everybody. Rich Scanlon here. I'm the CEO of PhotoLinks and ImageQuicks. Very happy to be here today sharing some thoughts around the virtual webinar series that we did. And quick shout out to all of our presenters. I thought they did a great job and just excited to be here.
Awesome. Alex, you want to go next?
Yeah, Alex Kovacevic, president of PLIQ. Likewise, really happy to be here. I thought we had an awesome MVP series and lots of cool things to talk about.
Tim,
I'm Tim McCain, Chief Revenue Officer of PhotoLinks and IQ, and I'm really excited to be here and get on with this webinar series and do a nice little wrap up.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys again for taking time to do this. Hey, Tim, I was wondering maybe if you wanted to give us a little backstory of how MVP started and some of the changes that we've seen.
Sure. So as PhotoLinks, we used to do user groups, and they were just specific to our software. And over the years, that morphed into an MVP. We brought in different people along the way to help people master volume photography, and it kind of blossomed outside of not just our software. And we had a trade show tied to it. It was a very well-received thing, and we loved it. And this year, COVID-19 threw a little curveball at us, and we were unable to attend in person. But we had the idea of doing a webinar, which was, at first, I didn't think it would work. It absolutely did. PhotoLinks have been doing the MVP for 10 years. And so I thought, people aren't going to receive this as well as they did. We had over 500 signups and engagements, over 6 different webinars that we did. And we were able to branch out. And I think that actually it did the opposite effect. People were able to do things in short order and could attend without having to fly anywhere. Now, MVP of old and get to press the flesh, and there's nothing like talking to people in relationships. But I think we're going to add some of this online stuff to the mix.
Thank you for that, Tim. I can definitely appreciate that. And we are all in this world of figuring out what's new and what's working. I would love to hear from you guys, and maybe we'll start with Alex. What was the highlight for you from these webinar series?
Yeah, I think the highlight for me came right at the beginning when our first webinar was kind of showcasing the new integration between PhotoLinks and IQ, and I think just getting that out and showing people kind of how easy that is and how well that works. We had, just in the last few weeks since we aired that webinar, we've had over a dozen PhotoLinks customers start using the IQ integration and the platform. So just kind of the instant reaction that people had to that, and how kind of successful that's been and how much that's helping people. I think that was probably the big highlight for me.
Nice. Tim, what was your highlight?
I would piggyback off that. I would say implementation right away. People were able to do things that they saw immediately. And that really excited me.
Rich, what about you?
I think the thing that was most impressive to me was just the variety of webinars that were available. I think it wasn't really one specific thing. It was very well-rounded. We got to touch on some subjects that typically you probably wouldn't find in kind of a normal trade show environment, around like things like data security and getting an outside expert to come in and talk about SEO. So I just think the well-rounded nature of the series kind of lended itself to helping our customers in kind of a 360-degree view in a way that you typically wouldn't get to engage with them on. I mean, we always talk about the marketing and the integration, product features and functionality, but really getting that holistic approach to helping everybody in the industry around things that are very relevant to them. I mean, data security is super important. To optimize, search engine functionality, business also super important. So I just think the well-rounded nature of the series kind of was the highlight, and I'm very proud that the team was able to to rally a diverse subject base to get it out to to our customers and industry friends.
Awesome. I can appreciate that for sure. So I know that Alex and Tim, you guys are on the grounds with our user base and you talk to users every single day. I'd love to hear what you guys saw as successes in these webinars.
Tim, do you want to go?
Yeah, let me jump on this. We had 20 people integrate with the IQ PhotoLink stuff after we did the integration video. And I actually took a call this morning from somebody on my way into work that was saying how that implementation was really working out for them, and that the webinar series is what got them to jump. So that was a cool success story on that. I was really excited about that.
Yeah, and I think you're exactly right. And we're seeing so many customers who are reaching out to us with not just kind of stories of kind of how things are working out, but just new ideas they've had. I think for me that was one of the great things that this generated was there's a lot of ideas put out there of how to build your marketing campaign, or how to use some of the either the Plickr elements or the My Designs in Blueprint or any of our kind of like tools to build really cool, unique products they can then offer for sale. And I think those kind of ideas, and we're having our intake of kind of customers calling us saying, hey, I want to try something new, and those new things turning into real kind of like sales and revenue for those customers in pretty short order. I think that's super exciting to see kind of an immediate impact that customers are getting real successes and wins from the ideas that the whole thing's generated. It's super powerful.
I would add to that one more thing, that it also showed how our companies are coming together.
Yeah.
And that was a neat thing to see, not just around these webinars, but around how the teams were meshing around these webinars that everybody else didn't see. And that really excited me, that we're coming together.
Yeah, those are some amazing points. And when we do these series, it's most important to see what our users are getting from it. So I love to hear those successes and that we're able to give these resources and these tools to our customer base, because that's what's most important, obviously. So that's awesome. I'm glad to hear those wins. So since we have seen and heard these customer successes, Alex, I'd like to know, is this something that we want to continue doing, these webinar series?
Yeah, it absolutely is. This has been there's been such a cool thing that we've tried out, and it's been so new but so successful. I think like Tim said at the start, like over 500 folks engaged with the 6 webinars. There's a lot of new ideas coming out of the 2 companies as well, and I think that's something Tim was talking about, how we're kind of coming together as a business, and the ideas that are kind of being spurred on and people watching the webinars internally is now generating new ideas for new content. Conversations with customers is spurring ideas of things that we want to share more widely. So we just have a ton of great content that I think we can continue to produce and put out there that's going to be really meaningful and useful to our customer base. And so yeah, I think this is here to stay. This is the success that we've had with this has meant that there's definitely more to come.
That's awesome. I'm excited to hear. I'm looking for the new webinars. That's exciting. So with all this exciting stuff that we're seeing and changes in the industry, Rick, I'd love to hear your feedback of where you see it going. Where is everything headed right now in your eyes?
Sure. I mean, it's a valid question given everything that we've had to endure over the past 4 or 5 months. And the word that comes to mind is resiliency. I've heard that from everybody that I've spoken to about kind of what's transpired here over the past few months, and that word comes up constantly. Resiliency, ability to be creative, and just the will to win and the will to fight. And we've seen that over the past few months. This has forced us to get very creative in how we look at the business and how we serve our customers, and our users too have gotten super creative. And I think it's allowed us to advance a little bit from the technology point of view, learn how to streamline things a little bit better, get a little bit more nuanced in how we price and package products and how we reach our customer base, or how our customers reach their customers. So I'm incredibly bullish on the industry. Getting, various reports of, schools coming back either on time or slightly delayed, which is great news because, obviously kids in schools are the lifeblood, of our, user family. And, as long as school's going to be here, there's, going to be need, to capture these memories. And so incredibly bullish on the space. Like I said, think the industry is incredibly resilient. We've become much closer with, with our customers and user base, I think, than we ever have before. This sense of community, I think, is stronger than ever. So, incredibly hopeful, for the future after this, incredibly rough time. Just want to let folks know that, we're here, in any capacity to, to be helpful and to see this industry thrive because it deserves it. People work incredibly hard. There's a lot of special people that work here with IQ and PL, and feel really good, about the work that's being done, and the fight in our customers and the ability to bounce back, and looking forward to to some sense of normalcy in the fall, and then hopefully hitting our stride and getting back to the business of growing our businesses, being successful, smiling a bit more, and being excited to build a business in an exciting space.
Hope and resilience. I mean, what more could you want from any industry? I love it. I love what we do.
Absolutely. No choice right now. That's the best. Those are the best two compliments we can give is, resiliency, fight, and hope. And, very optimistic based on what we've seen, over the past few months from our users and the engagement that we've seen and the success stories. So, if we can find, pockets of success and battle through, what we've been through the past few months, and I think the future is very, very bright, for everybody.
That sounds good. That all sounds good. That's exciting. Well, thank you guys again for taking this time to sit and talk with me and share with everyone your thoughts and how this went in this unusual time. And I think that we found lots of successes in it. And I'm really appreciative that we were able to move forward and still help our customer base. None of this would have been possible, of course, without our sponsors and the people that took their time to do the presentations and to share their knowledge with us. So again, thank you to everyone who participated in this year's MVP. So what's next? What are we doing next year? Of course, we're going to have fun always, but we are doing MVP again 2021. We do it every year, and it's one of our highlights of the year. But this year, we're going to do it a little bit differently. 2021 is going to be in Las Vegas. We are tentatively looking at the dates of June 28th through the 30th. The plan is to have it at the Golden Nugget. We're very excited about that. And if you're watching this and you want to come, we encourage you to come. Do it for you, do it for your business. It's very, very, very important for you to do to help build your business. We are going to be offering a promo at the end of this video when we start opening up our ticket sales. So if you want a discount and you listen to this interview, you want to use promo code MVP Wrap-Up. That's going to give you a discount for next year's MVP 2021 in Vegas. It's going to be fun. It's going to be educational. We really hope to see you guys there. You don't want to miss out.